Alright guys, for today we're going to continue looking at least common multiple. And I told you guys, least common multiple is a little harder than greatest common factor. And from yesterday, what I noticed that you guys like the prime factorization better. So let me do the prime factorization. 17 is prime. So that means that the only factors it has is 1 and 17. That's for 17. For 15, right, once we do the tree diagram, you guys get 3 times 5. If I put an extra 1 in there, I notice that my greatest common factor is 1. Greatest common factor. But since we're looking at the least common multiple, yesterday I came in and said, look for the greatest common factor and multiply by everything else. And basically what we did not put in a group. So let me go multiply this by 3 times 5 times 17. Once again, least common multiple is the greatest common factor multiplied by everything else. So how much is 1 times 3 times 5 times 17? 255. So my least common multiple is 255. Let me take a look at question number 2. For 16, you guys do your tree, you guys do 4 times 4, and your 4, you guys break it as 2 times 2, and then the other 4 as well. For 16, we get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Right, that's 16. For 24, right, if you guys do your tree diagram, you guys will get 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Right, that's the prime factorization. Let me get what they have in common. So my greatest common factor is 8. Right, because I multiply those out. 2 times 2 times 2. My greatest common factor is 8. But the least common multiple is your greatest common factor multiplied by everything else. So I'm going to go times 2 times 3. 48. I'm just going to write it down. So my least common multiple is 48. Once again, like last week, greatest common factor is a small number. Right? That's why I said the greatest out of small numbers. But now the least common multiple is the smallest number out of big numbers. So I expect the least common multiple to be a little bit big. Question number 1, yeah, that was too big. Right? Least common multiples, we're dealing with bigger numbers. Let's take a look at question number 3. 24, the prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 9 is 3 times 3. So I notice that my greatest common factor is 3. But remember, least common multiple is your greatest common factor multiplied by everything else. So I'm going to go times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now, how much is that? 72. Looking at question number 4. 27, we break that as 3 times 3 times 3. 18, we get that as 2 times 3 times 3. I notice my greatest common factor is 9, but for least common multiple, I'm going to go 9 times 3 times 2. How much is that? 54. Let me take a look at 2 more questions. Question number 5, number 24, I'm going to go 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Right, that's the prime factorization. 21, let me go 3 times 7. So I notice that my greatest common factor is 3. So I want to go greatest common factor multiplied by everything else. So times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. What's that? 168. Last question number 6. 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. 30 3 times 5. So I see a common 2, a common 3. So my greatest common factor is 6. I'm going to go greatest common factor times 2 times 5. 6. Thank you. Once again, least common multiple, we're expecting big numbers. Any questions? Let me take roll really quick.